David Michael Plumbing Employees. This is section 2 of your employee handbook issued November 2020. This section is really the foundation for the policies of the organization. They're all important things for you to know as an employee so you can understand what the company expects of you and also what you can expect from the company. This might be the most boring part of the handbook rollout, but it is arguably maybe the most important. So bear with me and please make sure to read the document in full after this video. Section 2.01 reviews the Equal Opportunity Employment Policy. This policy describes how the company does not discriminate based on any protected class, including but not limited to race, religion, sex, creed, gender, gender identity or expression, height, weight, and more. Please know that leadership is primarily responsible for upholding this policy. However, all employees share in the responsibility for assuring that by their personal actions, the policies are effective and apply uniformly to everyone. Any employee, including leadership, involved in discriminatory practices will be subject to disciplinary action up to and including termination. Section 2.02 reviews the safe working environment or anti-violence. We basically want to make sure everyone's safe while they're at work. It's a reasonable expectation for you as an employee and for the employer. So please make sure you're behaving safely. The company does not tolerate violence in any form at the workplace. 2.03 is harassment in the workplace. Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, Mr. Sparky Electrical, 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, all are committed to providing a work environment that's free from harassment. In keeping with this commitment, the company maintains a strict policy prohibiting harassment, including sexual harassment and bullying. Any employee who believes he or she has been harassed by anyone in the workplace should report the incident immediately to leadership or human resources. Please know that in 2.05, we review the exact process for handling complaints. So if you feel like you've experienced this undesirable behavior, it's important you let the alleged harasser know that you're uncomfortable. If for some reason you are not comfortable addressing that person directly, the organization understands, but you do need to go ahead and go to management or human resources. The company cannot address a problem they're unaware of, so it is important that you share this information. Also, if you witness behavior that's harassing, bullying in nature, it's your responsibility to go to leadership with that information. Please, on behalf of your fellow coworkers or the person who may be experiencing this behavior, it is the right thing to do to bring it forward to management so it can be addressed. All complaints of harassment or discrimination will be addressed thoroughly, and the company will make every effort to keep the information confidential and preserve the integrity of the investigation. In 2.06, we review the Anti-Retaliation Policy. This says that no employee shall be terminated, demoted, disciplined, harassed, intimidated, or retaliated against as a result of participating in a good faith complaint or assisting in an investigation. With any questions for these policies, please do see human resources. It's very important, again, they know about any complaint so it can be addressed and also that it's taken seriously. Moving on to 2.07, this is the Michigan Social Security Number Privacy Act. Basically, this is saying the company will do its best to protect your social security number. They're not going to use that number unnecessarily and compromise the integrity of your privacy there. Looking ahead to 2.09 is open door policy or employee problem solving. The company encourages you to see your manager if you have any questions, concerns, or complaints. Similar to what we just discussed, they cannot address a concern if they're unaware of the problem. So that you are encouraged to voice your concerns, positive and negative, to your manager so they can help you with that and move forward. 2.10 discusses disability accommodations, both under the Americans with Disabilities Act Amendments Act and the Michigan Person with Disabilities Civil Rights Act. The company commits to making reasonable accommodations to help employees do the essential functions of their jobs. If you have a concern or may need an accommodation, please do see human resources so they can help. 2.12 reviews confidentiality and non-disclosure of proprietary information. The company has a lot of information that is owned by the company, or it is sensitive information like addresses, phone numbers, credit card information, things like that. As an employee, you may have access to that information, and it is very important you do not unnecessarily disclose it. You may need to use some of that information as a course of your job, but beyond that, you are not permitted to disclose that information. So please be respectful of company information, which may include customer information. Similarly, if you have access to customers' homes and their physical property, you need to be respectful of that as well and honor those customers' privacy. 2.14 discusses illegal drugs, controlled substances, alcohol, and marijuana. The company does not want you coming to work if you are under the influence of any illegal drug or illegal drug that alters your behavior. If you have a prescription that may alter your behavior, please do disclose it to your manager in human resources so they can handle it accordingly. And finally, our vehicle policy and distracted driving policy. The company has given many employees the privilege of driving a company-owned vehicle in order to do their job. This is a great privilege, but you do need to be mindful of the fact that the company name is on the side of the vehicle. Thousands of people see the vehicles on the road every day, and you need to handle this responsibility appropriately. This includes making sure you're not speeding, driving recklessly, on a device while you're driving where you may be distracted, taking care of the vehicle, keeping it properly stocked, all of those good things. So if you do have the responsibility of a company-owned vehicle and caring for that, please make sure to familiarize yourself with section 2.15 in the handbook. Thanks so much, and this concludes section 2.